So you're welcome back. In this part of the video, we are going to learn how to declare variables of the following data type: boolean, null, undefined, and numbers. Then in the following part of the videos, we are going to learn how to declare string for a video, array for a video, object for a video. So let's begin. So let's learn how to declare boolean, null, undefined, and number data type. So I'll go to my VS Code again, open my output. I'm going to delete all this. So we are going to learn about how to declare number data type. Then we are going to learn how to declare a null data type. Then we're also going to learn how to declare undefined data type. We're also going to learn how to declare a boolean data type. Just to be sure, let's check again. So boolean, null, undefined, number. 4 of them. So that is it. So the first one is the number data type. So in the number data type, we have been using number since. So number ranges from 0 to 10 or to 9, and from or plus infinity to minus infinity. This has to be a number. So I can say let age be equal to 9:30, the year that Adam died according to the scriptures. So this is a number data type. So just confirm something here. Okay, so order. Okay, so now how do we know this is of number data type? How do we confirm? We can use a built-in function here, consider log type of age. So it's going to tell you the data type that this variable age is storing in the computer's memory. So if I save, you notice it brings out number. So this is of number data type. Now the next thing I want to show you is how to do casting. That is to change a string that is in a number form to an actual number. So let me give you that example. So if I say let age 1 be equal to a string of 90. Now if I do my console.log type of age 1, you notice it's going to show me a string because this is a string. So if I want to change this to a number data type, so I have to put age 1 should be equal to, so I want to update age 1 now. I'll put number. So this is called casting, or you change the type. So if I put age 1 now inside it will convert it to a number as long as there is no alphabet inside there, just number. So if I save, you notice that age 1 did not change. Still showing me string. So why is that? I think the type of does not catch the change. But let me show you another method. So if I comment this out and do a console.log, and I put here age, I take this up, save, you notice that age is showing me as a number and it is kind of blue. Now if I bring this down and put age 1 here, it's showing me age 1 as a number and it's kind of black. But if I bring this down, oh sorry, now I know why it was not showing. I updated age instead of age 1, so that was why it did not work. So if I do this now, you notice that it's not showing me as a number, not this. So I think if I bring this back online, it's going to show me number. So that has worked. So mistakes due to typo error is possible when you're coding, so just have to be very, very careful. You might have the right thing on your mind, but you end up typing the wrong thing. So it's normal because we are imperfect, so we can make mistakes. So now this is for the number data type. Then there are some other things that you can do with number. There is a built-in method in JavaScript called a maths object. So using this maths object, especially if you're building an application that has to do with that is mathematical in nature, like you want to check the sign of a number, the cos of a number, you want to check the power, you want to generate a random number, you want to round up, you want to round down, you can use that. So let me show you an example. So if I say const math dot round, so I'll put in a value 2.5. so this is the round up, so it will round this to what, 3. So that is it. So if I want to generate so if I use floor, so it round it down to what, I think it's 2. Yes, it's 2. So these are some of the things that I can use the math to do. Then if you want to generate a random number, so I'll use random, and it doesn't accept any argument. So if I say this, it will generate a random number from 0 to 1. So if I refresh this page, you see that you will see that number is changing. So now, using what we have learned, using this math.round and our arithmetic operators, let's now build a simple application. Sorry. And the application is this, so let me describe it. Yeah. Generate a random number from 0 to 10. So 0 to 10. So how do we do that? I'll write it in one line. So the first step is I'm going to do a math dot round. Inside the math dot round, so this is going to round it to a whole number. So I'm going to put math dot random. Then I'm going to times it by what, 10. So what is happening here? So this first, so if I save, First of all, you will notice it is giving me 10. It's giving me 11, which is not correct. So I use plus instead of times. So it's giving me 3. It's giving me 2. And it's giving me 6. So I know this might be confusing, so let me write it in the longest format. So I will say let's random number, or just put random number equal to math.round DOM. So this is the first step. The next step is let's range of 10 be equal to math.random. So I'll put now random round times 10. So here I'm changing it to a range of what, 10. Then the last part now I'll add it as a comment. Convert to whole numbers, because remember this random number is from 0 to 1, but you can use this method to increase it to any number that I want. So to convert it to a whole number, I'll just put range of 10. I'll just update the variables. I'll say math.round, which will now be the range of 10. So whatever value I get here for this range of 10 is going to round it up to the closest whole number. So if I remove all this and put my range of 10, notice that it will be showing me the same result like the previous one. So see, this is a simple application that we just wrote now. So if I wanted to increase to 100, so what I just need is to add to 100. So you see now it's not 30, this 37, 36. So as you refresh the page, you see it increases. So this is just a simple application that we have built using our knowledge of the maths method. So another one, I want to show you a quick one. So I can put a constant log maths.pi. So you know pi is equivalent to 22/7 in mathematics. So if I do that, to give me 3.14, just as you already know. So if you explore this math method, you see that there are so many things that you can do with it, but I don't want to bore you with them because it tends towards mathematics. The last one I want to show you is math.power. So let's say, you know, in mathematics, in indices, if you say 2 raised to power 4, 2 raised to power 6, 2 raised to power 10. So let me do the common one. 2 raised to the power of 3, which is 2 times 2 times 2, which is what, 8. So if I do that, I have 8. So these are just some of the possibilities or some of the things that you can use with your maths. So if you go to WFT school or you search online, you see so many of the maths methods that you can use. So this maths here is an object, and all these things that we are using that we must include a parenthesis is a method, whereas this pi here that we don't have to use a parenthesis is what, a property. So we are going to learn about object very soon, so it will become clear to you. Now the null data type is, it just means nothing. So let's say we are building an application and it is an array of maybe users that we expect to come from a database, and at the point of, or at some point, because of it takes time for the data to come from the internet, we might decide to initialize the variable as what, not, because it's nothing. Then when the data now comes, we can now what, update it. So we can do that. I can say let users be equal to null. So null just means nothing. So if I consider log users, and you see that it's showing me null. Now if the data now comes and I want to update it, so I can just put users be equal to, let me just say people. Let me just use the one that we have used. So let me just put number. So the number of users that we have now, let's use 8. So you notice that the users have not changed to what, 8. So this is an example. So null just means nothing. So now undefined, there are two ways we can declare a variable as undefined. So one is indirectly and one is directly. So let me show you the indirect one. So if I say let fruits, just like this, now I've declared this variable but I've not initialized it. So because I did not initialize it, if I do a console.log, the browser will add a default value of what, undefined, because I did not initialize it. So if I go to my browser, my console.log, I'll see what, undefined. But I can directly give this a value of undefined. If I save, you see the same thing. So this is just how it works. Now the last one for this video is boolean. Now boolean is a data type that has two states, true or false. It is not like the number that ranges from 0 to plus infinity and 0 to minus infinity. So this one is just two states, can either be true or false. For example, let is go equal to true. So remember, in a football match, especially with the invention of VAR, if there is a goal and there is a dispute, so they have to verify if it's actually a goal. Then if it's actually a goal, then you see the scoreboard will increase. But even though the scoreboard actually increase and the VAR verifies that it's not a goal, that means it's not a goal, so it will what, decrease. So if I do a console.log is goal, you notice that it's true. Now if you apply the knowledge of operators that we have learned before, we have the not operator. So if I want this to be false, so even though it is true here and I want it to show false, so I just put a not operator behind it and to show me what, false. Now if you play around this, you can put another not operator, so not. So this is true. The first not operator makes it to be what, false. So this other not operator cancels it, so it becomes what, true. So that is it for the first 4 data type, and in our next video we'll now learn about strings.